In a democratic country, the judiciary is expected to function independently from political institutions. However, concerns arise when citizens perceive that political influence undermines this separation. When voters elect leaders who are viewed as corrupt or lacking adequate education and ethical responsibility, it can weaken democratic values and institutional integrity. Some critics argue that under the rule of the Bharatiya Janata Party, India's democratic systems have faced challenges, including declining public confidence in governance and institutions. They claim that when political leadership is seen as compromised, it can lead to systemic failures that create social difficulties and instability for citizens. An independent judiciary is essential for upholding justice, countering corruption, and maintaining the rule of law. If public trust in judicial independence declines, it may further erode confidence in democratic institutions and governance as a whole.
You see, Asaram Bapu, a convicted rapist was given bail. Why? Because he's old? No, he's old. But then there was another man called Father Stan Swami. Father Stan Swami was an 83-year-old man who was arrested in alleged involvement in the Bhima Koregaon case. And he had to wait. He had to wait for a straw and a cup because he had Parkinson's disease. So he couldn't even drink water. So a straw would help him to drink water. He had to wait for a week to get that straw. He died in the jail. He was not old. Asaram Bapu is old. Asaram Bapu got bailed, this man didn't. Asaram Bapu was a convicted rapist. Father Stan Swami was under trial. What is the difference? Asaram Bapu had a lot of people who were his followers in the power. Father Stan Swami had nobody. So what am I to believe with all this? And I want to ask you this question. What am I to believe with all this? Is the right-wing follower under some other judicial system, left-wing followers under some other judicial system, some other law to the right wing, other law to the left wing? Is that how it works? Is that how it works? You see, a journalist from Kerala, I have interviewed him. In fact, if you have the time, please do go watch that interview. It's a very interesting interview. I had interviewed him. His name is Civic. 846 days. 846 days he was in jail. Now this case is very interesting. You see, Kappan was accused of sedition. Kappan was charged under the anti-terror law, UAPA, and ED had filed a money laundering case against him, accusing him of receiving money from the PF, that is that banned group from Kerala. Now, you know what? This man, Siddiq Kappan, received 5,000 rupees. You see, he was arrested 2020. He was given a bail 2021, but that bail was not actually executed. Why? That PMLA case was brought in. And like I said, 846 days he was behind bars. Then there's another journalist. That journalist's name is Arnab Goswami. He was arrested. The Supreme Court opened their doors on Sunday for him. They had a special bench sitting and hearing his case on Sunday, where the judge said, bail is the rule. Bail is the rule. Jail is the exception. So they said, Sunday kya hua? So what? Any day, Sunday they came, they sat there, they heard him, and finally they gave him bail.
In India, some critics argue that the judiciary has not functioned effectively in certain respects under the government led by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They claim that wealthy and highly influential business figures, as well as powerful political actors, are sometimes perceived as being beyond the reach of legal accountability. In this view, the rule of law appears unevenly applied, with legal consequences affecting ordinary citizens more than those with significant power or influence. According to these concerns, strict judicial action is more visibly enforced in cases involving common or economically disadvantaged people, while influential individuals are perceived as facing fewer legal consequences. Such perceptions contribute to ongoing debates about equality before the law and the need for a judiciary that remains consistently fair, independent, and impartial. Additionally, some observers argue that citizens, who play a crucial role in electing their leaders, often feel neglected in fundamental areas such as healthcare, education, and basic daily needs. They contend that gaps in governance and public service delivery can create a sense of imbalance, where the public bears the consequences of systemic shortcomings while political elites appear less affected by legal and institutional constraints.
Click subscribe to join the channel. Now, hit like on this video and turn on notifications. Stay updated with every new video.